who strongly believe that the first one who adopts to the customer requirement will be the one who survives.
Hello to everybody. It is my pleasure to be here today with Lars, the current chairman of IKEA Group. Thank you, Lars, so much for being with us today. So my first question has to do about the main challenges that management is dealing with, right? And as you know, everybody speaks about the fourth industrial revolution, so Shelley used to speak about a liquid modernity, because the speed of change is really amazing today. So the first question I have for you is around the challenges. Okay, so from a top management perspective, what do you think are the main challenges management is dealing with, and what should be the priorities for top management?
No, I think one of the biggest issues is, of course, speed. And if you are stuck in an old organization, you need really to shape up. Normally when you had processes for product implementation, which were 6, 7, 8 months, all the newcomers, they haven't that time. And that is, I think, very important. And why is it important? And yeah, I think I do strongly believe that the first one who adopts to the customer requirement will be the one who survives. So I think speed together with trying to understand what the customer really want to have is the most important. Okay,
excellent. Something related to speed, and I know it's something you believe in, is agility, right? Can you elaborate a little bit on your vision on agility? What does it take to be agile?
Yeah, what does it take? I think it's very much culture driven. That you have an organization which allow a lot of experimental processes, that you don't get punished if you do something wrong, dare to make mistake, and that I think is very important. It's really important. And then of course that is of course also related to how is the company then taking on the digital agenda, which I think is very important.
Okay, so it's about digitalization and culture. And in that regard, let me zoom in very, very quickly on the role of IT, because traditionally it's been a silo in the organization, it's been providing service to the business. What's your view? What's the new role of IT here?
I'm just about to change my mind here, and I have been very reluctant. But I think I try to listen a lot, and I try to listen very much to the new players, how they integrate the whole IT into the business processes. As you rightly said, before it was isolated in silos, and you have to come there with your hat and say, can you please do that? Can you put me forward in the priority list, etc. I think that era is gone. You need to have it close in the business process, into the day-to-day work. And why is it important? Yeah, because it provides you with information to the customer, information to all the co-workers. Are we heading in the right direction? Am I performing in the way I should? So I can tell you, I can confess that I have been very reluctant. I said, that's nothing. And I have definitely changed my mind the last year, I would say.
Excellent. Thank you very, very much. Let me move now into something completely different, which is something close to your business, which is retail. And as we all read, the speed of change in retail is pretty amazing, with new players like Amazon, etc. So I would like to get your thoughts on the future of retail. What are the key challenges? What are the key changes do you envy for retail in the coming years?
I think you probably know that better than I do, but from my point of view, I would say when I started to look into the US market, and I met people there and I asked them, how much do you think will be on e-commerce? And they 3-4 years ago, they say, 25% roughly. When I interview the same people today, they claim 80%. So I think in certain areas we will probably meet this kind of percentage. In other, I would say it will be less. But time will tell, and I think you have to be open-minded here to follow it very closely. And I think also that some areas might even go back in the way it was treated before. But that will be a minority. But there will be these kind of cases also.
Thank you very, very much. It's been very, very interesting. Let me recap very quickly about things you've touched on. So you have spoken about the importance of having the right culture, okay, that fosters speed, that fosters agility. You have also spoken about digitalization, the importance of incorporating new technologies, which basically leads to a new way of understanding IT. IT should be closely related to the business. And the last thing you have spoken about is basically about omni-channel, how e-commerce is actually booming, right? And actually it's not going to be something optional. It's something which is going to be there, and everybody should definitely incorporate. Wow, so very, very exciting times. Thank you very much, Lars. It's been a pleasure to be here with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.